The chimneys of Victorian cities were narrow, twisting, suffocating tunnels built without thought for the people who would maintain them. So the Victorians found a solution. Yes, they sent children.
Welcome to Literally Victorian with your host, Matthew Lee Henson.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's good to be back. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Now, by the late 18th and early 19th centuries, chimney sweeping had become an organised trade. Master sweeps purchased or apprenticed boys, sometimes as young as 4 or 5 years old. These children were known as climbing boys. Small bodies could squeeze through flues no adult could enter. The smaller the child, the more valuable he was. Many, of course, were orphans. Others were sold by desperate families. Some were taken from workhouses. To the master sweep, they were tools. To society, they were nearly invisible. A climbing boy entered the chimney barefoot and half naked. Clothing would catch on brick. Shoes would slip. The child climbed by pressing elbows and knees against the walls, inching upward in total darkness. Inside the flue, soot filled the lungs. Skin tore against brick. Burns were common from still-hot chimneys. Sharp turns trapped small bodies. Panic meant death. If a child froze or became stuck, the master sometimes lit a small fire below to force movement. Some suffocated, some burned, some were never recovered. Even when they survived the climb, the work carved permanent damage into their bodies. Climbing boys suffered deformed spines and limbs, chronic lung disease, eye infections, stunted growth, skin conditions from constant soot exposure. Most horrifying was a disease later known as chimney sweep's cancer, one of the first occupational cancers ever identified. Soot embedded in the skin caused aggressive tumours, often fatal by early adulthood. These boys rarely lived long. Life offered little comfort beyond the work. Apprentices slept in soot-filled sacks or cellars. Bathing was rare. Food was poor. Education was non-existent. They rose before dawn and worked until nightfall. Some masters were cruel. Others were indifferent. Few saw the children as anything but labour. The public passed them daily. Blackened faces, hollow eyes, and largely accepted their existence as necessary. By the early 19th century, reformers began to speak. Writers, doctors, and social campaigners exposed the brutality of the trade. William Blake's poem, The Chimney Sweeper, captured the tragedy in haunting verse. Parliament debated laws repeatedly, yet enforcement lagged. Chimney sweeping was profitable, and many resisted change. Mechanical sweeping brushes existed, but masters claimed they were ineffective. It took decades of campaigning before legislation finally restricted child chimney labour. Even then, illegal climbing continued in secret. Progress came slowly and at terrible cost. The existence of climbing boys reveals a harsh truth about Victorian Britain. Comfort above ground depended on suffering below it. Warm homes required clean chimneys. Clean chimneys required small bodies. Industrial society normalised cruelty when it was convenient. The chimney sweep became a symbol of a world that prized progress over childhood. By the late Victorian era, stronger enforcement and mechanical alternatives reduced the practice. The climbing boy faded into memory, replaced by adult sweeps and safer tools. But the damage lingered in the lives already broken. Thousands of children paid for Victorian comfort with their health, their youth, and often their lives. The chimney sweep is remembered today as a quaint figure of folklore, soot-faced, cheerful, and lucky. The truth, of course, was much darker. Behind the romantic image stood children trapped in brick tunnels, breathing smoke so others could sit warm by the fire. This was not an accident of history. It was a choice society made and tolerated for generations. Thank you for watching and for the support. And until next time, bye for now.